Managing Partner Brian Calandra here for Ramos Law. Welcome to another episode of House of Law. Today, we're going to talk about freedom of speech and some of the consequences that can flow from that speech. Stay tuned. When it comes to free speech, it's one of the hallmarks of American tradition. It's embodied in our First Amendment to our Constitution, that we have the right to free speech. We have the right to be free from censorship. But what a lot of people don't understand is that freedom from censorship is freedom from the government, right? The government can't tell us what we can and cannot say. And that's where our free speech protections come from, meaning, the United States can't come and tell you what your opinions are. You have a right to voice those opinions. But people often get this concept confused because they will say something, maybe in the workplace, that gets them fired. And then all of a sudden you hear people saying, well, no, they can't do that. You have freedom of speech. And that's true. You do have freedom of speech. You even have freedom of speech in the workplace. Here's what you don't have. You don't have freedom from consequences of that speech. That's not in our Constitution. It's not a consequence-free environment when you are using words. So if you apply that contextually to the workplace and you say something in the workplace that would be protected as free speech under the First Amendment, that doesn't mean you're free from the consequences of that speech. That means your employer can fire you. And that's how it works, folks. And I see this misunderstood very, very often because people throw around the term free speech as if it applies in every single context everywhere in the United States. And technically, we have that right, but we don't have the right to be free from consequences. So keep that in mind. And sometimes, got to watch what you say. That's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for watching another episode of House of Law. See you next time. Take care.